Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. In this video I want to talk to you about my top 5 Thrunite flashlights. So over the years I've had a chance to use a lot of different Thrunite lights. Some of them I just don't like, honestly. Some of them I like them and I use them for a while, but then I pass them on to other people. And other lights that I've gotten over the years I use and then I put them down for a while and then I come back to them because I just really like them. They fit a certain niche within what I'm trying to do in the outdoors, everyday carry, emergency bags, things like that. So I want to talk to you about those top 5. And at the end of this video, I'll give you some information about some sales they're having for right now, which is the end of November 2020. I'll also put links down below in the description section if you want more information about those sales. So let's go ahead and kick it off. This may be my all-time favorite Thrunite. It's the TC15, and this is in, I think they call it Desert Tan, but I call it Flat Dark Earth. And what I'm going to do is I'll roll in all the information at the bottom here so I can just tell you about my experience, and then you can look at the details here at the bottom of the screen. So a lot of you guys know I prefer an N pressure switch. This one doesn't have it, but I do find it still, just based on the size and kind of how my hand falls with this light, I don't mind that side pressure switch. So this thing has a lot of lumen output and a very compact light, uses an 18650, has that very cool logo there as well. It does give you strobe as well, so strobe warning. There it is. It is USB rechargeable, which is definitely a win. That's my preference for lights, to be USB rechargeable. Every once in a while, I'll like a light that takes a very basic battery, which I'll talk about a couple of those in a minute. But in general, I like a USB rechargeable light. Just makes my life generally easier. Nice deep pocket clip there. You can see you only have, a little bit of the light sticking out. And the other thing about this light is that when I put it in my pocket, it doesn't feel like I got some gargantuan, floodlight in my pocket. It's just like, yeah, this is a good size. Maybe for some people a little bit big, but a good size for everyday carry. I do like that Flat Dark Earth. The black was cool as well, but I think that Flat Dark Earth is even cooler. And I believe they do have this in red as well if you want something really different. For me, this is an everyday carry light, but I also can use it for, if I'm out at night. Like, I'll give you an example. Sometimes at night I'll go out to shoot a video and I've got to set up gear while I'm shooting a video, and so I can have this light, which will give me enough light to do the work I'm doing, but also to shine out into the woods and to figure out my location. I'll take this out into the woods as well with me. It's nice to have a light that's not a big hefty overweight light, but also something that gives you a lot of punch. So as long as this is in my pocket, this is a light that I can use in a variety of different ways. So yeah, the TC15, definitely a solid light. Give you a little bit of a close-up there. TC15. Let's talk about the second one. My next one that I like, and this is kind of interesting because I definitely prefer a headlamp that's got, a lot of heft and throw. But from Thrunite, I really like this one, which is the I want to hold it up the right way. This is the TH20. This runs off one AA, which you just open this section here. The thing I like about it is that it's so lightweight, and yet it still gives quite a bit of punch. That O-ring in there is really snug. So just one simple AA battery, as you can see. And this one I like because some of their other headlamps were built, they're a little bit bigger than this, but the lens was sticking way out and it just felt clunky. I like something that's flush against my head. So this is what it looks like when you put it on. Gives you the ability to articulate it up and down however you want. Function on the side here, on, off, hold it down, and you're going to get the infinity loop. So it's going to go down, it's going to flash, I think, yep, and then it's going to go all the way back up. So I think that is a feature I really like for a headlamp, because then, if I'm in a particular situation where I'm like, I need a little bit more light or a little bit less light, this just gives me that opportunity to, choose anywhere I want within that infinity loop. So comfortable. I prefer not to have a strap over the top of my head. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I prefer not to have that. And I also prefer not to have a battery unit in the back if I can avoid it. So this kind of checks all those boxes for me. Yeah, just a cool headlamp. Enough punch for me to do a lot of stuff in the outdoors, but also lightweight. The other thing I like about it is because it's so slick and compact, with a rubber band you can bind up the head strap, and then it's really, really small. I mean, you can even wrap it around like this and then pop it in a bag. You can put it in like a sandwich bag with a couple other things if you want to carry some gear, in a little bit more organized way. So the TH20, yeah, I just like this. They do have ones that are, I've tested ones from Thrunite that are bigger, using 18650, and they're more powerful. but this one just scratches an itch for me. So I like this one, the TH20. Okay, next up we have the Thrunite T1. This is also in that flat dark earth. I'm a little disappointed with this one, but not because of Thrunite, but because of me. I got my pocket clip caught on like the side of my car when I was getting out, and I just, I didn't realize it was caught, and I just like was jumping out of the car, and it just snapped the whole thing off. It might have actually not even broken the pocket clip, but the thing went shooting off, and I couldn't find it. So Thrunite, if you're watching, if you could send me another one, another clip to that would be awesome. What do I like about this one? Once again, you can recharge it with a USB, which is great. A light this small, I don't mind that it has just a side pressure switch as opposed to an end one. I do like the fact that that's rubberized as opposed to on this one. Again, it's not a deal breaker, but I wish that was rubberized. That little button was rubberized. This one is rubberized, so when you're feeling like around in the dark, you can be like, okay, that feels different than metal, and then you know what it is. So this one got a bunch of different outputs. Hold it down, it's gonna go up to the top of the infinity loop and then back down as well. And again, when you have the infinity loop, it just gives you a number of options, which is great. When you do have the clip on here, which goes right there, you can see there's only this tiny little section sticking out from your pocket, which is nice just to have something that's, the profile's not huge. This thing definitely compares nicely to like an S1R Baton 2 from Olight, and they have different functionality, but this one's definitely a win for me, especially because of that infinity loop and being USB rechargeable. Olight does have the rechargeable option with their magnetic base, but it is proprietary, as opposed to this is like if you forgot your little USB cord and somebody else had one that you could borrow and charge up your light. So that's number 3, the T1 from Thrunite, and this is available definitely in black. I think it may also be available in red as well. All right, this is one of the latest lights that I've reviewed, and I like this one as well. This one is definitely available in red. I wish I got it in red, but it is what it is. It's the TT20. Now this guy is definitely bigger than the TC15, not by a ton, but you can definitely see it's larger. The win of this one is that end pressure switch. So you do have a selector switch on the side, which again, I wish was rubberized, but not a total deal breaker. But I can turn this thing on with the end pressure switch, which is great. And then I can also use the side switch as well. And this is going to give me the infinity loop as well. So you'll see it flash and then go all the way up. And because this guy, this is not 18650, but I always forget the number on this. 26 something. Let me double check the battery here. This is the 21700 battery, so a little bit bigger than a 18650. Doesn't feel like it's that much larger when it's in your pocket or it's in a bag, but that gives you a lot of punch. You do have that clip like so that you can put on the brim of a hat. Obviously this thing is going to be heavy just because of its size, but that's a win. Then you have the USB for recharging there. Again, that's a win. So you can see why I like these lights. I would like to score this one in red, maybe Thrunite. Again, if you're watching, if you want to send me one in red, that'd be awesome. I'd love to rock that as an everyday carry light. This is probably as big as most people will go for an everyday carry light, but I think you could use this as an everyday carry light, and then also like in an emergency bag, an everyday carry bag. You can keep it at home for emergencies. Just a lot of wins of this thing, the TT20. I mentioned the other time when I reviewed it, I was doing a head-to-head, I think with an Olight. Yeah, with an Olight, it was one of the original Warriors. I'd like to say a little bit more aggressive knurling, not super aggressive, but a little bit more. I will say on the positive side, because the knurling is not super aggressive, it won't beat up your pocket, so that's cool. Now this last light I'm going to show you, I don't think is available anymore. They had a couple different versions of this. This is the TiHi, and it is a tiny little light. You can keep this on a keychain, you can keep it in a pocket. These are great for Altoid survival tins if you have one. And basically you twist it to engage the light. So twist it and off, twist it and off, twist it. It's really low, but it's on, twist it. I think we're gonna go to strobe here in a second. No strobe for this one, just low, medium. Oh, there's the strobe, yep. So this guy runs off one AAA, tiny little AAA battery, which again, the advantage of that is that you could pick those up and probably, somebody's got one if your battery dies on your light. It's just a cool little light. It doesn't give you a huge amount of light as far as like you're not going to use this for searching for anything. But if you got to come in the house at night, you drop something in the car, maybe you drop something in the office, you're like, oh man, is it behind the the desk or the shelf there? You can take out this tiny little light. It also doesn't feel weird when you take this out and show it to somebody. Nobody's like, what in the world is going on here? Like, that's a massive flashlight. Why are you carrying that? Just a tiny little light. The fact that it's this silver is nice as well. So that's number 5. I don't think that's available anymore, but still one of my top 5 favorite Thrunite flashlights. All right, now with all that said, those are my top 5. I'd love to hear what your favorite Thrunite flashlights are. And also right now I'm gonna roll in some information about the sale that they're having. So you'll see a bunch of the lights that are on sale. Really good deals, 20 to 25% off. Like I said, most of their lights are on sale, it looks like right now. Just go over to their store on Amazon and you can dig around there a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna buy a flashlight and you want to get a Thrunite, now's the time to do it, because this is a nice sale, and you know, a lot of people are doing Black Friday sales and things like that. But I would check it out. If you have questions about Thrunite flashlights, feel free to leave a comment. Like I said, I've tested, I mean, probably maybe 2 or 3, maybe 3 dozen is too much, but maybe 25 plus, I would say, Thrunites over the years. So I've had a lot of experience with them, and I'd love to share with you guys if you have any questions. So feel free to shoot those messages my way. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the video here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.